guys, this is Egan Night the Fire, and welcome back to a brand new episode of my Skylanders Giants Legendary Locke. This is episode number 4, so today we're naturally going to be completing chapter 4, known as Cutthroat Carnival, for our Legendary Locke series. Without further ado, we've got a cutscene to do, to watch even, first and foremost. Great parking there, Flynn, great parking indeed.
Are you sure it's safe to talk here? They're all around us, you know. The clouds.
The clouds. What a huge threat.
Something really important. So, what's up?
They are. The clouds.
That's true, the clouds are literally up.
Always listening, always watching.
Relax, okay? The clouds aren't out to get you. Please just tell us what you saw.
Alright, okay. I'll tell you. There I was, finishing up my book on the dangers of clouds. Breezy cloud, just a working title, mind you. When I look up and see the clouds becoming all electrified, doing some kind of suspicious swirly war dance. And then it happened. I couldn't believe what I saw next. There before me very eyes was that ugly little villainous fella. You know, the one who's always trying to take over Skylands. Chaos.
He is a chaos to control. Chaos, get it? Because that's his name. Oh, I'm so funny. Not really, guys. I'm not that funny. Got a big exaggeration about my hilariosity, or lack thereof, most people would say. Again, Chaos, you totally brought this upon yourself. You do nothing but deserve to be electrocuted. Darn, Chaos is back, and with his own Arcane Cockatron. Yeah, that's not a great combination, as Callie is about to explain for us right here. Yeah, that's the thing with Archeans. They all, like, to them it's kind of law to, if someone saves your life, you must be their servant for the rest of your life. So it's kind of like a life debt almost. Now Cockatron owes that to Chaos, now that Chaos has reawakened him. And that's the same thing that happened with Drill Sergeant as well. Drill Sergeant was kind of like deactivated and was buried underneath the Skylands for several years, but then during a Earth burrow, Terrafin managed to unearth him and bring him back to life. So Drill Sergeant, because of Arcane law, had to be Terrafin's servant for the rest of his life as part of his life debt. But of course, for Terrafin, the first thing Terrafin asked him was, "Stop following me," because Terrafin didn't want a servant. He just saved his life out of goodness of his heart, because Terrafin is a good guy, not a bad guy. Even though, as previously mentioned in the Locke, good guys, bad guys, made up words and all that.
We're picking up a robot? I'm gonna need a bigger...
Great Jaws reference there, dude, even though Jaws is a bit of a too mature movie for a franchise which is aimed at small kids. But still, nevertheless, I got something that I quickly got to do, so I'll see you guys right after the cut. So see you in a second. Okay then guys, I'm back. My apologies about that cut right there, but without further ado, let's head out for chapter 4, which as I previously mentioned, is Cutthroat Carnival. Yeah, you bet we are right there, Flynn boy.
As long as our engine doesn't take a direct hit from that lightning, we should be fine.
Yeah, I'm fine, it'll be fine, alright. I'm fine, it'll be fine, alright? That makes no sense now. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, wait, never mind, we're totally not.
What are the odds of that?
Yeah, not very high in all fairness, Flynn.
I told you.
He did tell us at the end of the day. I mean, Hermit did tell us that clouds are evil, and we didn't listen, and now we're really coming back to bite us. Because those clouds are evil. Evil, I say. Just like Hermit. I'm totally on Hermit's side right now.
You might want to
Hang on to something we shall, because your piloting skills are bad as it is. Never mind actually, like, landing something that's crashing. Yeah, I have no faith in Flynn whatsoever. That's basically what I'm saying right here. Because if any of our Skylanders are defeated, it's from Flynn's driving. Not from the game itself, but from Flynn's driving.
Kelly, but there are some people in this town who, how shall I put this, don't like me very much.
I wonder how that came to be. Yeah, me too, Callie. Let's just both suspend our total disbelief. I mean, like, how can anybody possibly hate Flynn?
Granted,
I wonder why. Not like you're pirates or anything, and not like you literally called it Cutthroat Carnival. I mean, like, who'd want to come to a carnival that's called Cutthroat, right? Not unless you want your throat slit, which most people do not, which is why people don't come here, I suppose.
Handy at preparing ships.
Good save right there, Callie. Good save indeed.
But I'm not gonna work for free, and your money's no good here. You'll need to pay me in pirate chips.
Okay. How do we get these pirate
Love the way how Callie jumps straight on that. She's just like straight away. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. Just tell me how to do it, and I'll do it. Yeah. And that's what I've Callie for, in all fairness. Wait, let's get into this thing already. Chill's gonna have the same attitude as Callie had right there. Wait, never mind. No, she's not, because we're swapping out the legendary bouncer instead. Okay, scratch that. Legendary bouncer's gonna have the same attitude as Callie did, and we're gonna get straight into it. Okay, let's do this thing. So yes, good to think of it. Warning us about the clouds, and them and us not listening to him coming back to bite us highly reminds me of when Flynn warned us of all those sheeps. So Flynn did not Flynn, Hugo even. So Hugo did warn us all these years that those sheep were dangerous. He warned us, and we didn't listen. And then now in Skylanders Imaginators, us not listening to him has really come back to bite us, because those sheep in Skylanders Imaginators are so annoying and cause of so many sheep deaths right here. Okay, there's that guy taken down, thanks to the huge hitbox on that rocket right there. Great job there, Bouncer. And look at that, I didn't even take damage. Now that's what I call true skill right there. Play with the dragon, not taking no damage and all that. But there's enough of my arrogance right there, because as you guys would know from my Dragon Lock, my arrogance always leads to my Skylanders being defeated, so that's why I should probably shut up there whilst I'm ahead. Life, that's Stealth Elf right there. So here we go, Legendary Stealth Elf, it's your turn to shine. Or to stealth her way around the competition, I suppose, however you want to put it. And bang for enemies are gone. Yeah, forget still it bang. From now on, it's Skylanders bang. So instead of bang and dirt is gone, bang and enemies is gone.
I made the terrible mistake of accepting a job here.
Why would you accept a job here, you fool? You foolish Skylander fool.
Which I could only assume is due to that large hole right there.
You know what? I could assume that as well right there. Blobbers. Not like that's obvious or anything, but we're going to do it anyway, despite how totally obvious it is. And we're also going to have some golden teeth along the way. How awesome, I suppose. But then again, I suppose some people would find it awesome. So if you find it awesome, awesome indeed. But I don't personally find it too awesome, which is why my sarcasm came in, I suppose. Because, you know, you can't really be too amazed by golden teeth, in all fairness, unless you actually need those golden teeth for yourself, but we do not, which is why I was not so impressed in all fairness.
Unfortunately, lost the key in a Skystones game over on this island.
Why do you play pirates at Skystones anyway? It's their own game. Of course they're going to cheat at their own game. I mean, as pirates, they cheat at anything, but they cheat even more at their own games, if piracy is as taught us anything, that is. And it has, so that's why you should pay good attention to that. Actually, come to think of it, speaking of the pirate seas, as I could mention, we're not going to be going through the adventure pack levels, we're just going to focus on the main 16 levels. And originally I was going to do the finale separate to chapter 16, but I've decided now that we're going to combine them. It's basically the finale is not only going to consist of chapter 16, but it's also going to consist of the final chaos boss fight as well. So you've got plenty to look forward to when it comes to the finale. But let's not dwell too much on that, and let's focus on the here and now instead. So of course we're going to play some Skystones. Prepare to lose. Here we go indeed, buddy. Oh great, exactly what we needed. Tutorial and all. Oh.
When the board is full, the player with the most stones wins.
So basically our aim is to get the most stones, but I'm sure we will achieve such an aim quite easily. Hopefully that is anyway. And here comes the Spiderlings.
Now it's your turn. Play a stone.
Play a stone, we
Always
shall.
along the edge of your stone means you take the other player's stone.
So our current aims is to be more bladed than them and more sharp. As they say, sharp is the sharpest tool. Does that make any sort of sense? Probably not, but we've said it anyway, so deal with it. Okay, we're just going to skip through these cutscenes right here because there's no need to watch them whatsoever. They don't bring anything to the game, so that's why I'm skipping over them, I suppose. A reasonable response, to say the least. Darn, I just realised I could take that straight back right now. How silly of me. So forget about that. We're going to take his spiderlings back as our revenge. And we have avenged him! And why did I not skip that right now? Yes, it took your stone indeed. Now deal with it. Ooh, look at you playing all defensive. Ooh. Let's play that there, so then he can't take any of our stones, so then we can secure ourselves a victory. And genuinely, I think this is the most I've ever lost this guy before. But we don't care, because we don't care how much we lost by. All cares is that all matters even is that we won. And we even got enough radio copy from that. How awesome indeed. I won, indeed I did. So let's be grabbing that key without further ado. And I would also grab the story scroll, but can I be bothered? Not really. No, I'm kidding. Let's grab it anyway. It's story time with Ignite the Fire. So let's get into it without further ado and see what chaos? No, see what Master Eon has to say about Fortress Basement. Man, why do I always get those guys mixed up? Maybe because, geez, maybe they're the same character. Again, that's just a silly theory of mine, but go ahead and check it out if you want more detailing.
Fortress Basement. You just may need to do a little creative remodeling to find them.
So yeah, the very clever thing about story scrolls in this game, and I know I mentioned this in my Let's Play, but or at least my Let's Play of this game anyway, is that these story scrolls actually link the levels together. So like certain story scrolls mention previous events or things that happened in previous levels. And that one in specific was talking about Fortress Basement from Chapter 2. So I'm glad that they went back and kind of like elaborated on that area. It really adds more lore to the game, and it's actually really interesting, more interesting than you think. And as you saw, we took a huge hit from that Glow Archer even. So we've got to make sure such a thing doesn't happen again in the series, because later on in the series that's going to be a defeat and blow if, you know, that happened too many times like this. Yes, I did, because I'm awesome.
Skystone as a token of my thanks. Though, I guess it would have been more helpful before you played.
Yes, it would have. So the only Skylander we have yet to actually debut in this series so far is actually none of them Skylander we're going to play as right now, which is, of course, legendary Slam Bam. So it's time for the debut of this awesome dude who has a terrible colour scheme. Okay, his colour scheme might be bad, but everything else about this guy is awesome. I mean, look at this pure badassness right here, but we've got to watch out those live throws, because as I said, we can't take too many of those hits right now. And darn, I just realised this guy isn't even fully leveled yet. Okay, there's that guy taken down, and a bunch of them as well at the same time. How awesome. Okay, we've taken a few hits here, but we should be fine. Yours open. Okay, get out of there, Slamabama. Slamabama? Me and my crazy nicknames. Oh, darn, I've got two of them to worry about, but luckily for us, Slam Bam right here is pretty quick, thanks to his Ice Sled right here. And above all, his Ice Sled also deals damage, which is nice to see. And darn, I was just about to get hit by there, that's why I got being careless. But luckily for us, we managed to survive, just 5 steps to what matters really. Okay, there's those fellas taken down, and we've greeted by Jonathan and Callie. What a awesome surprise indeed. Well, luckily for us, there happens to be some along the way now, does there not?
All the firepower we need. If you're strong enough, you can use that chain over there. I've also heard
yeah, Slam Bam unfortunately is not strong enough though, so we're going to need to call upon the help of a boat, Master. Yeah. Sorry about my crunchy talking, guys. It's just how are either way, we could just use bounce right here to bring this like ship in. But the thing is that this element of the area, the current element of the area is water, not text. We can't do that. So that's pretty much why I'm not doing that, pretty much because I can't, no matter however way you put around it. Because bouncer will never be a text Skylander, or will never be a text Skylander. What am I talking about? That makes no sense considering bouncer is a text Skylander. No, what I meant by that is that bouncer will never be a water Skylander. And Slam Bam, on the other hand, though, will never be a tech Skylander either. So yes, that's kind of how things work. Either way, looks like we've got some spiderlings to take down right here. So let's use Mr. Drow fella right here. A Drow Archer, indeed. So there's that fella taken down. So let's see how he retaliates. with a Drolance Master, but guess what? We can take that guy straight back. Boom.
Inhuman shield.
Yes, these shields are indeed inhuman, because guess what? They're trolls, so they aren't human to begin with. That's how that works, right? Yeah, makes sense. Good, because it's totally supposed to. Either way, let's use a Drolance Master to take a Drolance Master. Makes sense, right? That's good.
Drolance Master.
Yeah, he's going to use that to take our Drolance Master back, so let's get this straight. I used a Drolance Master to get his Drolance Master, and then he used a Drolance Master to get my Drolance Master. But guess what? I'm going to use a Mace Major to get my Drolance Master back. Wow, there's a whole lot to say in one sentence, and a whole lot of Drolance Masters to go alongside that. But what does it matter about how many Drolance Masters there is? All what matters is that we have won, so we are victorious, and it's glorious! And from it, we've collected Drolancer 2, Skystone. Oh, that's great. Let's get to the ship then without further ado. And man, I really need to hurry up and get this guy all leveled up and all that before we wind up paying the price for it. I was about to say food, but then I remembered, oh wait, we would have collected some food, never mind. Okay, we're going to grab this treasure chest right here though, because Salamanders actually need the treasures with me as well. I mean, it's not much of a detour, mind you, so every bit counts and all, so that's why we're very much grabbing this right now. Even though I'm pretty sure this guy is fully upgraded, fortunate enough for us, even though, unfortunately, however, though, it's down the worst path. But I've rolled this guy's great number of paths anyway, so it's not going to matter to make too much to us. And darn, did that even count? Oh, what do you know, it did.
Work. Okay, fire away.
We've already done that right there, Callie. Yep, what another awesome glitch indeed. Hello? Hello? Yeah, that is indeed a hilarious glitch. In fact, we could fire off a cannon before the cutscene happens. So, yep, note to self, remember that for Skylanders. Man, I'm gonna need to make myself so many notes for this here episode, and it's so inconvenient. Okay, let's take these dudes down. Or at least two of the dudes down. Boom, I ice freeze you. Oh, what do you know that? A prison just exploded on him and he died of a flashy fire because he is weak. And it seems like we've got some more puzzles to be getting into right here. Yes, I do, so let's get into it. Whatever you say, son, or whatever you say.
But you may be able to pillage for some more sky stones. We've got a scallywag locked up in our brig with a pretty fancy deck, as I recall.
Well then, let's borrow from that pretty fancy deck. And what do you know, Fire Element? That means it's time for my boy Igniter to take center stage. Or to be more specific, of course, a legendary Igniter. So let's be igniting for fire. Or as several people used to call me by total accident, Ignite the Fight. Yes, I'm talking to you, Nolan. In fact, no, I'm talking directly to you, Nolan. I'm not Ignite the Fight, I'm Ignite the Fire! Because fire is so much more cooler than fighting, even though Igniter fights with fire. Fight fire with fire and all. So yeah, I just prefer the word fire to fight. It makes me sound a little more cooler, you know. My YouTube name parallels for awesomeness I have in real life, because I have an awesome YouTube name for an awesome YouTuber, okay guys? And that's also, and the name is also based highly of course, my favourite character, which is my boy Igniter right here. So yeah, the first part is based on my favourite character, and then the second part is based off my favourite element, and then overall it just makes for an awesome name, I suppose.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? Oh, that's great. Well then, let's get into it. And even if you cheat, we're going to win anyway, because we're just that awesome. And plus, there's also the fact that cheaters never win, and everybody knows that.
Some balls have block squares. No stone may be played on a block.
That is one important thing to note right there, guys. You go ahead and note it down, because as I said, it's important. Okay, we're going to use you. So let's use him without further ado. He's an inhumane shield, or an inhuman shield, however you want to put it, but I just want to say inhumane because that makes him sound 5 billion times more awesome than what he actually is. Okay, let's play defense right here. Now that's what I call a crazy defense indeed. Now, later on in the game, of course, such a thing like that will not be considered a great defense, but right now in the game, however, it's a almighty fine defense, because there's not many stones that this guy can play that are actually much of a threat to us at this point in time. Okay, let's take that guy without further ado. These are Mace Major 2, which means we win 8-3 because we are awesome. Like I said, this guy cheated and we still won anyway. A, because cheaters never win, and B, we are just that awesome that we beat even the most cheatiest of cheaters. And we got Blasted Troll 2 as a reward for winning that match right there, which is definitely a very sweet reward indeed. Yeah, you're here there, Scarstone indeed, buddy. Now take that for cheating. Great combo there, Ignite, my boy. And man, I've gone crazy this episode so far. Forget all that wars, all that crazy right now. Yes, it is, but I'm sure Igniter will take great care of it. And by that I mean killing everything in sight, because it's Igniter. Take this for... Okay, wait for him to throw that. Boom, let's go. Perfect opportunity right now. You see what I mean? We absolutely annihilated that guy. Yeah, that's the thing, you gotta wait for them to finish throwing their axe, because if you do that before, because Igniter can't move on that, it means the axe will hit him.
I'll leave that part to you.
So what you need to do instead is you need to wait for him to you need to wait for him throwing his axe, because then he leaves himself vulnerable, and then you want to go for your flame dash. You see what I mean? Ignite to Fight is so similar to my YouTube name. Ow, watch out for that. Okay, watch out. Ooh, that got close right now. Ow, once again. Okay, let's try not to die here, because that would be incredibly embarrassing, losing my favourite character in the first, darn, that was a really bad decision. Oh, wait, never mind, it turned out just fine. Yeah, that's the thing, though, those executioners get real dangerous, and it's pretty much not cool most of the time. But we survived just fine, and that's all that matters, in my personal opinion. Man, I just realised this guy needs treasure quite badly, in all fairness. Boom! 2 for a price of 1 because I'm awesome. Oh wow, and double pieces of the food as well. Aren't we a lucky Igniter today? Either way, let's do some shopping. So one thing we are going to do is we're going to push this button right here, because that's going to give us access to a legendary treasure, which I most certainly want. And above all, there's actually food in here as well, so we're going to go ahead and grab that, even though all the enemies in this area are pretty much defeated. We just have a few left, which Igniter will deal with quite easily, because there's flipping Igniter, that's why. So let's see what this guy has to offer. Anything interesting? We've got hats, which we're not bothered about. Lock puzzle key, which we're also not bothered about. Invincibility. Ooh! Wait, not yet. What we'll do is we'll grab this Skystone first, because this Skystone is actually useful, and then we'll grab our Invincibility Charm right here. Boom. Nice one right there, Igniter. So now, we can be as careless as we want, because it won't matter, because we're invincible. You can't touch us. Oh, wait, no, there's an enemy we left over there. Never mind about that, though. Okay, we're going to take these enemies down, and then we're going to head over there for that legendary treasure. Come at me, bruh. Come at me. You fool! What a fool indeed. Haha, nice try, Sonny. I'm invincible. You can't touch me. Oh, complete and utter annihilation right there. Great job, Igniter. He didn't even need that invincibility charm, because he's just that good.
Got it. Now you can open the gate.
Yes, I can open the gate indeed. Man, I've been looking so forward to this legendary lock just because this guy's in it, and honestly, this guy makes a whole legendary lock worth it. Either way, let's grab this legendary treasure right here, because some gold for Igniter would indeed be glorious. And we got from it the skull masthead, which will help us customise our ship later on, which we may or may not do in the finale. Hashtag spoiler alert, we're totally doing that in the finale. Either way, we grabbed ourselves a nice little icy pop right there, as some people call it. I personally call them ice lollies, but whatever. Doesn't matter what it's called. Point is, we grabbed it even though we didn't even need it, because Igniter was so overpowered that he didn't even get hit there. That, and there was also the fact that we could get hit anyway thanks to our Invincibility Charm. Either way, we're going to grab this chunk of silver right here, and then we can finally advance to the top of the area right there to take on Dreadbeard, the army hearties. So, into this area we are, and opening this gate we shall be doing. Life, that's going to require none other than legendary stealth buff, which we're going to swap out for in a second right here.
Find the likes of a pilot named Flynn, would ye? That hornswaggler owes me 5 gold pieces. Unless
I'm not associated with this, Flynn. That is rude. Like, why would taking 5 gold from me make up for what Flynn did to you by borrowing 5 gold pieces and not giving it back? Like, it makes no sort of sense whatsoever. Okay, we got this thing right here, and we've also got on our way towards Chowhound for stealth buff right here. Wow, what complete and utter annihilation right there from stealth buff's behalf. Oh, gotta be careful of all those attacks right there, though. Oh, yeah, great job, stealth buff, getting in to finish them off like that.
not bad. But what kind of pirate captain would I be if I didn't have more guards?
True that, what kind of pirate captain would you be indeed? Nice. Yeah, that's it. You go for my decoy, you stupid fool. Man, I forgot how stupid overpowered stealth buff is in these first few games. Boom, suckers. Yeah, luckily for us, I just happen to know how to play a stealth buff quite well.
Say, why don't we smooth things over with a fine game of
We're absolutely going to do that, but we're not going to do that just yet because I kind of have stuff to do, so I'll be straight back, guys. Don't you worry about it. Okay then, guys, I am back. This is a moment where I would ask, did he miss me? But I'm not going to ask that purely because I know you guys miss me, so there's no need in even asking such a question when I already know the answer. Despite the fact it would make for a nice rhetorical question, though.
Stone of a different element on this square, your stone will break and form a block.
Another great thing to note right there, so do not place a sky stone of a particular element on a elemental stone, on an elemental like space even, that does not match the element. Simple solution to a simple problem, in all fairness. So let's be playing our Inhuman Shield right here, and taking first battling without further ado. Okay, there's a Mohawk Cyclops taking his move, so let's take it with our Mace Mage. Major, Mace Major. Okay, now we're going to take him with our Drolance Master. That's going to keep us, that's going to leave us open, certainly. But we don't mind about that, because that means we also get to take the Mohawk Cyclops, which was a much more, like, secure stone, which means that they will never get back. So we're going to play our Gargantula here, so then that way, no matter what he plays next, they will not be able to get us. And never mind, it wasn't even a fire elemental stone anyway, so it didn't even get, it formed the block, basically, is what I'm saying right here. And then we got a Archean Jouster stone. Awesome, to say the least. Yes, I am a fine player. I'm sure I can relay the message, after all, it's not like I know the guy, right?
Oh, done, says I. Your ship's engine is repaired and ready for sail. Though I must warn ye, I've heard tales of this very vessel before, and it's
Pretty impressive. We know.
You couldn't even hold it in for half an hour, couldn't you, Flynn? Not even half a flipping hour.
Boom! Wait a minute! That's where I know you from! You're Captain Flynn, and you once borrowed 5 gold pieces from me and never gave it back!
No, I'm pretty sure that was someone else. What am I saying? No one else could possibly be this handsome.
Run, Flynn, run! I hope you guys got the reference. That was a Forrest Gump reference in case you didn't get it. AKA awesome movie. Either way, we forgot Blobbers! No! Poor guy. Look at him, he's so depressed. Aww. I feel so sorry for that guy right now. Skylanders, how dare you leave him behind like that? either way, enough has been said. Let's end off this episode before it gets even more depressing with good guys doing bad things, which, in case you guys didn't reference it, I was referencing my top 10 reasons why Skylanders are not heroes, because they are not, okay? I'm kidding, that whole video was just a joke, I don't actually think that. But anyways, clearly enough has been said. Thanks so much for watching this episode, guys, and I'll see you next one. But until then, peace.